Hello Barn Gang and welcome to this month's Animal Facts. This month we are going to learn about the African wild dog is a mammal native only to Africa. It is a member of the family which also includes dogs, coyotes, dingoes, jackals, and wolves. The African wild dog has a uniquely patterned coat. The irregular pattern is colored with white, yellow, brown, and black markings. Each pattern is unique to each individual, just like a giraffe's pattern and a human's fingerprints are individually unique. They have slim, lean bodies and long, slender legs. They have large, rounded distinctive ears and a long tail which has a white plume at the end. Their muzzles are black and they have a black line which extends down their forehead. African wild dogs measure around 5 feet in length, which includes its head and tail. It stands around 2.5 feet at the shoulder and weighs 37 to 80 pounds. Males are usually larger than the females, and they differ by only having 4 toes on each paw. They have around 42 teeth, including premolars that are much larger, allowing it to consume large amounts of bone. The African wild dog's preferred habitats are open woodlands, grasslands, and savannas. Dogs in the southern regions inhabit the open savannas of the Sahara Desert. African wild dogs are strict carnivores. They prey upon a variety of grazing animals, particularly medium-sized animals such as zebras, antelopes, impalas, and gazelles. Most of their diet is mammal prey, however, they do sometimes hunt large birds such as ostriches. Larger packs may hunt larger animals such as wildebeests. African wild dogs live together in packs containing between 10 to 20 individuals. Home ranges vary in size and depend on the availability of prey, but can be more than 620 square miles. Packs often contain more males than females. Most members of the pack are related to each other in some way. Packs will contain an alpha male and female who are the main breeding pairs. Males and females each have their own hierarchies, with the oldest female being the dominant individual and, in contrast, the youngest male taking charge of the males. Wild dogs are very sociable animals and have a submissive-based hierarchy rather than a dominant one. Dominance is established without any fighting or bloodshed. Even over food, an individual will energetically beg rather than get into conflict. This non-aggressive approach is emphasized perhaps because if any injuries occur, the pack will be short of hunters and unable to provide as much for its members. African wild dog packs have intense social bonds, and these bonds are a great advantage during hunts. They are extremely cooperative as a hunting pack when running down and overpowering prey in long-distance chases. Hunts are not strategically cunning at all. In the early, cool mornings and late afternoons, the wild dogs will approach their prey in full view. Surprise attacks are unnecessary as African wild dogs have the stamina to chase prey until it is exhausted. The wild dog's top speed is 37 miles per hour. Prey will eventually be chased down over distances of 3.5 miles. Typical hunts are seen more as an endurance chase. During these long-distance chases, wild dogs will spread out to prevent prey from any sideways escape attempts. The prey's zigzagging evasive movements, which would normally confuse a lone hunter such as a cheetah, are ineffective against the pack of wild dogs. The hunting pack keep in touch constantly throughout the hunt by producing high-pitched yapping contact calls. As the exhausted prey eventually slows down, the dogs surround it, targeting their softer underparts and killing their victim. Wild dog hunts have a high success rate, with 3 out of 4 hunts resulting in a kill. While a whole herd of ungulates may be targeted, the eventual victim will be the one who falls behind due to age or sickness. African wild dogs have a very powerful bite, and their large molars and premolars allow them to easily crush the bones of their catch. When the dogs have eaten their prey, they return to the pack and regurgitate the food to pups, older dogs, and to members that were not part of the hunt. There is no particular breeding season for the African wild dog, although mating can increase through the latter part of the rainy season around March and June. After a gestation period of around 70 days, the female gives birth to a litter of around 10 pups. Pups are born in an underground den or another animal's abandoned den. Pups are weaned at 10 weeks, and when they reach 3 months, they leave the den to begin running with the pack. They are able to kill small prey at 11 months and can fend for themselves at around 14 months. Pups are able to breed when they reach sexual maturity at between 12 to 18 months. Male wild dogs continue to stay with their birth pack. However, females may leave and join other packs that lack sexually mature females. This behavior is quite unusual, as it is the opposite way round with most other social animals. Other unusual traits of the wild dogs is that the females will compete for access to the males, and males are often left to rear the pups while the female joins the hunting pack. The average lifespan of a wild dog is 10 years. Well, Barn Gang, that's a wrap for this month's Animal Facts. I hope you learned something about the African wild dog, and I will see everyone next month.